Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. This is BigBareNation.com. Welcome back here to another video, guys. Welcome back to our weekly NBA predictions here. I do apologize in advance for this video for coming out a little bit late this week because there was a lot of City Edition uniforms that I had to put in this week, and you know that takes time because I have to get the logos and everything. Well, if they require a certain logo, so it took me a while to get everything uploaded this week. So like I said, I do appreciate in advance for your patience. We really do appreciate it. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and dive into everything here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure I hit the like, subscribe button. Make sure I join the Discord link in the description. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch. I'm Miller28, so you guys don't miss the stream. Guys, do not worry, I will be live sooner than later, so stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and dive into everything here before we get started here. Last week we're having a pretty good week so far this week. Last week went 37-16. As you can remember, overall record, I already have 100 wins in 3 weeks, which is pretty impressive. I have 101. My record is 101 and 45 right now is my record overall in the season. I feel pretty good about that. It's a good start. And undefeated days, that brings me up to 3. I think I had one. I had one undefeated day last week, so let's see if we can go ahead and keep that going. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our NBA picks. Remember, tomorrow is our NFL weekly pick show, so make sure you guys go check that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the picks. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Well, I recently just pissed because I recorded this whole video and then my storage thing got cut all the way back, so I had to restart the whole video, which I'm pissed. So I'm just gonna if I move into fast motion here, then you guys will know why. Anyway, kicking off the week here, we have the Lakers at the Hornets here, and I think this game could be close. I mean, I think it depends on how good New Orleans is. I do not know, because last time I checked, New Orleans has been a decent team, but I don't know how they really are. And the Lakers are red hot. And Luka Doncic is playing well. Austin Reeves is playing well. So I'm going to take the Lakers to win it. They're a team that I can trust right now. They're playing pretty good, doing good without LeBron. And they get LeBron coming up here in a few months. So the Lakers are looking pretty good right now. They should be able to go into Charlotte and take care of business here. Now we got the Hornets at the Pistons, and I have no idea. I mean, not Hornets. Next up, we have the Wizards at the Hornets. Well, oh my God. Next up, we have the Wizards at the Pistons. Holy shit. And probably the reason I'm saying that because I have no idea why this is a primetime game here, but I'm going to take Detroit. They're going to beat the shell of Washington. Detroit is one of the hottest teams in basketball right now. Cade Cunningham is playing his ass off, and he's going to be at home playing against probably the worst team in basketball in the Washington Wizards, who has nobody. Pistons are going to kick their ass. I'm going to beat the living shit out of them. Next up, we got the Trailblazers at the Magic, and I've been saying this about the Magic that people don't want to admit. Well, not the Magic, the Trailblazers. The people I actually do think the Trailblazers are actually better than what people think about them. I don't know why people think about they're just this trash ass team. I don't think they are anymore. I think this team has shown skill. Magic has been a little bit overwhelming so far this early point of the season, but like I said, there's still plenty of time to change it. But anyway, here, I'm going to trust the Magic to win it. I think it'll be a close game because both of these two teams have been kind of similar so far this year. But I don't know why. Something's telling me the Magic are going to win this one like in a nail bite or something like that. And this is one of those games this week because we have a lot of good games this week. This is one of them I can see it going to overtime. Next up, we have Cleveland at Miami, and I'm pretty sure both of these two teams will play twice in the same week. I think both games will be in Miami and stuff like that. Then we're in the first one here. I'm going to take Cleveland to win the first one because I think they're the better team. But they do have the mind towards some injuries. I don't know what's going on with Darius Garland. I think he got injured last week, so we'll see how long he's out for. But I think Cleveland has enough weapons to win this game. They got the talent, they got the bench. I think they can hang around, but if Miami wins this game or takes advantage of Darius Garland's injury, I wouldn't be that shocked because Miami's actually done a pretty good job of staying above water without Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. But for right now, I'm going to go with Cleveland. Next up, I'm actually pretty entertained. I'm pretty looking forward to this game. We have the Spurs visiting the Bulls. Both teams have been good. Both teams have been impressive. Both teams are out to hot starts on the year. Love the way how the Bulls been playing. Love the way how the Spurs been playing. Both teams got good offenses. Both teams have mid defenses. Anyway, in this one here, like I said, I think this one could go either way. I normally trend towards the home team here, But I think Wemby's going to be ridiculous, man. I think Wemby's going to take advantage of the matchup. I'm going to take the Spurs to win this game in a nail biter. It should be entertaining, should be close. I actually I wouldn't be shocked if Chicago win this game because of how good they're playing currently. But I think the Spurs are going to win. Like I said, I'm expecting a nail biter here. I think this game will be close, entertaining. Might come down to the last shot. I'm going to take the Spurs to win it. I trust in Wemby. Next up, we got the Bucks at the Mavericks. I think this pick is actually straightforward. Just how both teams are playing. The Bucks are playing pretty well right now, and the Mavericks just stink. By well, this is probably because they don't have their players. But last time I heard the Mavericks are expected to fire Nico Harrison. I think that's the truth, and I don't blame them for doing it. And I think the Mavericks are a huge mess right now. I'm going to take the Bucks team that's much more organized and more talented. I think they'll win the game. Plus, I don't see the Mavericks defense stopping Giannis and Miles Turner. I just don't see it. The Bucks should be able to come in here and take care of business, and they should be able to win to the next game. Bucks should be able to win this game. Next up, we got the Pelicans at the Suns, and something's telling me this game is going to be close. I don't know why, because something in my head is just telling me that maybe the Pelicans might have a decent shot at winning here. Now, am I going to pick them? No, I'm not. The Pelicans look like one of the worst teams in the NBA right now. I'm going to pick the Suns to win. The Suns are more consistent. I believe in them more. But if this game is close, I wouldn't be completely shocked. I would be kind of shocked, but I wouldn't be completely shocked. Therefore, I do think the Suns should be able to take care of business. They should be able to win this game. Next up, we got the T-Wolves at Utah, and something is telling me to pick the T-Wolves here. To pick the Jazz here. Something's telling me in my gut to pick the Utah Jazz. I'm not going to do it because last time I checked, Anthony Edwards was probably coming back for this game. And if he does come back, I do think he will change the game significantly for Minnesota. But if he does not come back, he's going to come back soon. If it's this game, I'm going to take the Wolves to win it. But if it's not this game, I'm going to take Utah to win it. I'm not sure which way. Like I said, I can see Utah winning this game. But last time I checked, Anthony Edwards is questionable to play, but leaning towards yes. Therefore, I will take Minnesota to win. But it will be close no matter what. Alright, in the last game here, we have NBA on TV here. We have Atlanta at the Clippers. And I think this game's going to be close. The Hawks are coming off a smacking ass whooping against my Lakers, which I'm still annoyed about. And then the Clippers do not look like a bad team at all. They look kind of decent this year. Therefore, I do think this won't be close, but I'm going to lean towards the home team here. I'm going to take the Clippers to win it. But if I'm wrong, I wouldn't be shocked. But Kawhi Leonard and James Harden playing against an injured Chris Porzingis and Trae Young, I think I have to lean towards the Clippers here. Now moving over to our Tuesday slate here, we have the Toronto at Brooklyn. I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video, but this video took me so long to make because we had so many City Edition uniforms or new City Edition uniforms. I had to post it out on the thing this week. So if you guys, so that's why if you guys are expecting this video on Tuesday, expect it to be on Wednesday because of that. Like I said, I do apologize in advance for that. But anyway, the first one here, we have Toronto at Brooklyn here. Toronto should be able to win this game outright. They're the better team. I know they're on the road, but Brooklyn's not a good team. And the other guy we only to watch out for here is MPJ. Besides that, they don't really have any scores. Maybe him, Cam Thomas a little bit. But anyway, like I said, Toronto, they should be able to win the game here. They're the better team. Next up, we got the Grizzlies at the Knicks, and the Knicks are wearing their City Edition black uniforms, which I can't wait to watch because we don't really see the Knicks in black uniforms a lot, but I guess they're going to be wearing them in this game. They're going to be wearing the City Edition uniforms. And I'm going to pick them to win this game too because they are better than the Memphis Grizzlies right now. The Grizzlies have been a little bit of a slump as of late. John Morant looks like he's back in the system here, but I just think Jalen Brunson is going to cook up that Memphis defense. I just think that's going to happen. Knicks should be able to win the game, especially if it's in the Garden, which it is. The Knicks should be able to win this game. Now on Tuesday for our first one of the first two games here. The first of two games here on NBA Prime Video, I meant to say. But anyway, the first one here, we got the Celtics visiting the Sixers, and the Celtics are wearing those tan looking City Edition uniforms. Anyway, here, like I said, I think this one is going to be close. It could go either way, but I'm kind of leaning towards Philadelphia to win this game because they're at home. But if I'm absolutely wrong here and Boston goes out there and kicks their ass, I wouldn't be that shocked either. But just the way how the Sixers been playing, I think they've been playing really well. Now Boston has been stepping up as of late. Peyton Pritchard and Jaylen Brown's kind of been the main two guys, just been on the show over there. But I think Philadelphia wins the game. They have Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and the backcourt duo. I think they're good enough to win. I'm going to take Philadelphia, especially being at home. Now we have Golden State at OKC, and I know Stephen Curry's been out of the lineup, but there is a chance that he does play in this game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And last time I checked, I think they are expecting him to be back at this time, but I don't think it's gonna matter. OKC, they're dominant forwards altogether. They're dominant forwards at home, and like I said earlier, in the like a couple weeks ago, it is tough to go to OKC and just beat a team like that on the road. It's tough. It's really hard to do. Really, nobody can do it in the league right now. OKC is probably the best team in the league again. Like there's just no way I can pick against OKC and OKC. If it's in Golden State, I can see it, but it's in OKC, therefore I can't pick it. I gotta go with the Thunder. Now we got the Pacers at the Jazz. I think I actually trust the Jazz here a little bit more, honestly. And as I know the Pacers, both these two teams are wearing their City Edition uniforms. Also, let you guys know what you guys think about here, the logos here. But like I said, I'm gonna take Utah to win this game. They're at home. I trust them a little bit more. Indiana, besides Pascal Siakam, has actually been pretty damn terrible. I know they're dealing with some injuries and all that stuff, but listen, Indiana, they're not a winning team right now. They're a team that doesn't win. Utah does win the games they're supposed to be, and I feel like this is the game that they're really supposed to win. They're home playing against a banged up Indiana team. I think that, especially wearing their City's uniforms, I think they go out there and I think they get the dub. Alright, now closing out, we have our Tuesday slate here. We got the Denver Nuggets visiting the Sacramento Kings here, and as much as I can see, maybe Sacramento keeping this game close, maybe keeping it entertaining for a second, I don't think they're talented enough to beat Denver. I mean, if they want to be, now I do think this game will be close. Maybe it might be entertaining up until like the fourth quarter, but if you're going to close out Denver, I think you need a better roster than Sacramento. Sacramento's a little bit too inconsistent. Denver's probably one of the better teams in the league. Like I said, if this game was close, I wouldn't be that shocked because it's in Sacramento. Maybe that plays a big impact here, but I gotta go with the Nuggets. They're the better team. I think that they should be able to win the game out right here. Now moving on, we got our Wednesday slate here, and our Wednesday slate, there's a lot of City Edition uniforms. Like I said, that's the reason why it kind of took me forever to get this video out to you guys this week, because we had so many uniforms, so many editing stuff, so many background stuff they've had to do. So if that's the reason why, then not, well, now if you're wondering why, then there you go. Anyway, the first one here, we got the Bucks at the Hornets, and basically how the way that both of these two teams are playing, I gotta take the Bucks to win it, because the Bucks, they've been the better team, they've been the more consistent team, and even though if Charlotte does want to win this game, I don't see their defense covering Giannis and Miles Turner. I just don't see it. I think the Bucks are gonna pump all of them. Now I know the Bucks are dealing with some injuries themselves, but they have shown that they're a consistent team that can get the job done on a weekly day basis. I'll take the Bucks. Now we got the Bulls visiting Detroit, and Detroit is wearing those City Edition uniforms. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if they had a certain logo. Like, so there's some City Edition uniforms that I just don't know what to come with the logo for now, and that's just kind of something I'm working on. But anyway, here in Bulls in Detroit, the Bulls have been impressive. Pistons are red hot. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a hell of a game here, but I think I'm going to trust Detroit to win it because they're at home. If this game is in Chicago, I probably would take the Bulls, but the Pistons are red hot. They're first place in the Eastern Conference going into the week. I think they carry that momentum, and I think they go out there and beat the Bulls. Like I said, this is going to be a challenge, though, because the Bulls have also been impressive this year. All right, now we also do have two games here on ESPN to start on a Wednesday. And the first one here, we have Orlando in the New York Knicks, and then the other games of the Western Conference we'll get into eventually. Anyway, here, like I said, I think both teams are good. I think this game will be close, but Orlando has kind of been a little bit in and out so far this year, and the Knicks have been a little bit more consistent. And this game is in New York. I'm gonna trust the Knicks to close it out and win it, because Orlando's been a little bit they've been winning games, but they've been a little bit too inconsistent. It feels like they'll win one and then lose one, win one and lose one, and the Knicks have just been win. I know they lose games too, but I just feel like they've been more consistent as a team. But this is just another good matchup for Jalen Brunson, so I'll take the Knicks. Next up, we got the Grizzlies at the Celtics here, and this is another potential to be a really good game here. Like I said, the Grizzlies, they have the roster. I believe so. I think they have the roster to keep up with Boston here, but I don't know if I can pick them here. Like I said, you're going into Boston. Boston's starting to play a little bit better now after their slow start, and it's just overall, I just think the Celtics are going to win the game. Now, I absolutely could be wrong. I think the Celtics have been not the same Boston Celtics that we've seen in recent years, but if they play the way how they've been playing the last couple of weeks, I think they can go out there and beat the Grizzlies. Woo-hoo-hoo. Next up, we got Cleveland playing against Miami again. And the only reason I say in that convincing fashion is because look at Miami's uniforms. Holy shit, it looks fantastic. If I'm being honest, these might be the best looking City Edition uniforms in the entire NBA. I think these are one of the best looking uniforms in the entire NBA. It looks fantastic. Anyway, you guys know how doubleheaders work. Normally when you play the same team, it's tough to beat the team twice. Normally they go split. And that's exactly what I do here. So I pick Cleveland to win that first matchup, and maybe they come back a couple days later, and I do think Miami gets revenge on them this time. But like I said, it's going to be entertaining. I know I'm taking a risk here because Cleveland's probably the better team, but at the same time, we don't know what's going on with Darius Garland here. But I'm going to take the Heat to win it. Like I said, they're doing a really good job of staying afloat without their two stars right now. And if they keep winning games in the consistent basis, especially in the weak Eastern Conference, they might be able to do something here. So I'm going to take the Heat to win it. Like I said, and I can't pick against the uniforms. The way the uniforms that are wearing, no. I can't pick against that. Miami wins. Next up, we have another punching bag game. We have Washington playing against Houston. I mean, holy shit, dude. I know Houston's wearing those City Dish uniforms, but it just feels like if you want to wear the City Dish uniforms, now's the time to do it. Because Washington stinks. I mean, they're terrible. I don't know how anybody can pick Washington right now. They're obviously one of the worst teams in basketball. I think Houston's gonna go out there and kick their asses for 24 hours. Like this is gonna be an embarrassing. This is gonna be a snap penalty here. Now we got the Trailblazers at the Pelicans, and I think this game really comes down to which team I really trust more, because this game is in New Orleans, so I can see the Pelicans winning it, but at the same time, like I said, just the Trailblazers, they've been playing a little bit better, or as in my eyes, they've been playing a little bit better than what people think, or I think they're a better team than what people think. So like I said, I think this one's going to come down to which team I trust more, and that answer is definitely the Portland Trailblazers. I trust them a little bit more here. They should be able to do some stuff here on the road. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, because the game is in New Orleans, but I trust the Trailblazers a little bit more in this matchup. We're going to take them to win this one, even though I do think this one will be a pretty interesting matchup. Next up, we have Phoenix at Dallas here, and listen, I know Dallas is wearing the city's uniform. I know I have picked a lot of teams where they have an apple wearing the city's uniforms here, but I gotta pick Phoenix to win this game. Dallas is just a team I just can't really trust right now. They're struggling here. They're in and out. They fired Nick Harrison. They don't really know what they're doing in the organization right now. The team's on a losing streak. Like, I can't trust them. Son, you should be able to win this game. Now we got our second game here on ESPN, where we got the Lakers going into the Thunder. Listen, like I said, there's not going to be a lot of times this year that I pick against the Lakers. Not going to be a lot of times this year that what I do pick against my own team. But unfortunately, today is one of those days that I have to do it. I have to pick the Thunder to win this game. Now, if this game was in LA, I probably would go with the Lakers with this one, honestly. But like I said, over and over, OKC, they're tough. This is a tough place to play in. And I know Luka Doncic has beaten the Thunder. I know he's capable of beating the Thunder here, and I know they did it last year, but with this game being played at OKC, the way how they're playing right now, it's just really hard for me to pick the Lakers here. But I hope not wrong. But I gotta go with the Thunder, unfortunately. Now we have the Hawks at the Kings, and I think the Kings are wearing their City Edition uniforms here. I'm not sure, or I have not looked at it. So if you guys want to notice the City Edition uniforms, please let me know. Or if there's a miscue about this, please let me know. Anyway, like I said, I actually do think Sacramento is going to pull out with the win here. Yeah, I could be wrong, and the Hawks probably might pull this one out. But Sacramento at home, even if they do lose to Denver, which I'm kind of expecting them to, I think they will bounce back here and play well without like a Trae Young. Like I said, the Hawks are kind of banged up right now. If the Hawks were healthy, I would pick them to win this game, but they're not. So I'm going to lean towards Sacramento wearing the City's uniforms, and back-to-back home games does help as well. Alright, everybody, now we have our last game here on Wednesday, where we got Denver playing against the Clippers. Yeah, I know that's the wrong logo. I know that is the wrong logo for the Clippers. But like, if I put the other LA one there, it will just block out the one in the background. So like I said, I do apologize in advance, but that's just kind of the way why we have to do things here. Now, does that decide my outcome here? No, it's not. I'm going to pick Denver to win it. I know there's going to be a lot of times that I do pick Denver to win it. Let me guys know if you guys like the City Edition uniforms matchup for this game too, because I love it. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna pick Denver to win this game. I'm probably gonna be wrong here because playing the Clippers in LA is not the easiest thing to do, but I think Denver's very much capable of doing that. I'm gonna take the Nuggets to win. They continue the winning streak. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and move on to Thursday here, which is a pretty short slate this week. I think Thursday has been probably the shortest slate of the season. Anyway, the first one here we have Toronto at Cleveland. Even though I do think this game might be close and irritating here, I mean, I'm not gonna pick Toronto to win it. I'm gonna pick Cleveland to win it, but Toronto does have a chance here. They do. They could be a little sneaky in this matchup. Maybe they do take advantage of the Cavs injuries that they got, but I gotta pick Cleveland to win it. As long as they're a little bit balanced and a little bit consistent in this game, I think I can trust them to go out there and win the game outright. So I'm gonna take Cleveland. Next up, we got the Pacers at the Suns, and let me tell you what, this is the game I would normally pick the Pacers to win, because you would think by now the Pacers would be the better team, right? And especially we talked about going into the season that we were not expecting the Suns to be a good team this year. But however, that's the opposite case. So like I said, this is normally here I'm gonna pick the Suns to win it, but I would pick the Pacers to win it, but I'm not picking them now. I'm picking the Suns to win this game. By the way, they're wearing their City Edition uniforms, and I love them, because the Suns are bringing back those uniforms that they won back in 2021, that type of era season, and I do think they'll go back home. They should be able to wear those uniforms, and I kind of expect them to wear these uniforms, especially the way how the Pacers are playing right now. Next up, we have the Hawks at the Jazz, and man, I guess Lamb's on a road trip here because they just feel that they haven't not been home in a while. By the way, this is the last game in Thursday here. Anyway, here I'm gonna pick the Jazz. I'm gonna take the Jazz at home again. I think the Jazz have been rolling during this home stretch. I think they can do a couple of nice things here, and I do think they're very much capable of being an Atlanta team that's banged up right now. I think the Jazz take advantage of the injuries. I think they go out there and win the game. Give me Utah. Now we have in-season tournament Friday, yay! Also, we have our Prime video, which we have 2 games on Prime. And the first one here, now we got the Knicks hosting the Miami Heat. I really want the Heat to win this game. Will I pick it? No, but I really want the Heat to win it because the Heat have actually been pretty impressive. Like I said, I already talked about the Heat enough. They've been pretty impressive this year. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns might take advantage of this matchup without possibly having Bam in the lineup there. I just think this is a big game. I don't think this is going to be a blowout any halves, but I think it'll be close. But I'm going to take the Knicks to win it. Now we got Brooklyn at Orlando, and I know Orlando's been a little bit inconsistent this year. Orlando has their fair share of questions here, but there's just absolutely no way that they lose to Brooklyn, right? At home in the in-season tournament game. Like I just don't see a scenario where that happens. Brooklyn's one of the worst teams in the league. They're coming into your house playing in a in-season tournament game. I expect the Magic. I expect the Magic to step up and win this game. Next up, we got Philly at Detroit, and I think in my eyes, I think this is going to be one of the funner games of the in-season tournament Friday because we have 2 teams that are like legitimately good, and I think this one could go either way. But Detroit, I'm gonna. Oh, sorry guys, that was. Ooh, shut up. Anyway, here, like I said, sorry guys, I'm on my watch. But anyway, I'm gonna pick Detroit to win it. This game should be entertaining, should be close, should be a game that could go back and forth. It could be a game that can go either way. But I do think Detroit slightly edges them out. But like I said, I'm expecting this one to be a great game. Now we got the Trailblazers at the Rockets, and man, why is everybody like wearing black at home for some reason in the in-season tournament? I don't get it, but I guess I'm picking another home team here. I'm gonna pick the Rockets to win it. I think just home court advantage has a lot to do with the in-season tournament or playoff type games, and Houston's probably the better team at the moment, and there's a team that's getting hot, but at the same time, like I can see this game being close, but I'm just not really expecting it. I think Houston's gonna win it. Next up, we have the Hornets at the Bucks, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is the second time these 2 teams have met this week. I think so because I think these 2 teams met on Tuesday. But was it Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday, whatever day it was that these 2 teams met last? But anyway, here, like I said, I guess I'm picking another home team here. I'm going to take the Bucks to win it because the Bucks are more consistent. They are the home team. They are the better team. And just what I talked about earlier, even though I can see a split here, like I said, the majority of these games or when teams play the same thing back-to-back weeks. I'm more the same week it's a split, but the Bucks are the better team here. Like they're significantly the better team. Giannis is gonna kick their ass again. Now we have Sacramento at Minnesota. Could be a close game here, but like I said, I just gotta pick I feel like I'm just dagging on the home team now. Like something's telling me like home team's gonna win, home team's gonna win. Even though I can see this one being close, but like I said, I gotta pick the home team. I gotta pick the Minnesota Timberwolves to win. Now, like this is another game that if the Timberwolves did not have Anthony Edwards, I would be picking Sacramento because then I think Sacramento's got the tools and weapons. I think they can win it. But no, Anthony Edwards is coming back in the lineup. The home court advantage. I think that means everything in the season tournament. So therefore, I'm going to pick the T-Wolves to win it. Next, we got the Lakers at the Pelicans, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the first time I could take a road team to win in the in-season tournament so far this week. And I don't know I'm not going to take the Pelicans lightly. I think this is a trap game. You got to go into New Orleans playing against that team, playing against the atmosphere. I'm not really too worried about the team, but the atmosphere that's going to be in New Orleans. So it's going to feel like a playoff feeling, which I do think the Lakers do have a slight possibility of losing. But I'm not. This is a game I'm just not really expecting the Lakers to lose, especially the way they've been playing without LeBron. I'll take the Lakers. Next up, we have the Clippers at Dallas. This is the same situation as the Lakers game, like literally the exact same situation. I mean, I'm gonna pick the Clippers to win it because they're a more balanced team, but they gotta watch out for the Dallas effect. Maybe Dallas fans get a little bit more active for this game. Maybe Dallas fans go rough because they're playing an in-season tournament game, and then maybe they come out with some more motivation. But this is just a game that I just gotta pick the better team to win here, and that's the Clippers. All right, now we have our second game on primetime. Also, our last game of Friday here. We have the Warriors visiting the Spurs. Like I said, this will be a good game. Let me tell you right now, this will be a really good game. A battle of two good teams here. And this game for me came down to the home team. If this game is in Golden State, I would definitely pick the Warriors to win. But it's in San Antonio. Let's say the Wemby versus Steph. This is gonna be a pretty damn entertaining game here. But I'm gonna lean towards the Spurs winning the game. Like I said, it will be close, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna lean towards the Spurs. They're the home team, therefore I'll take them to win the game. Now, kicking off, we got Saturday, which is a pretty slow slate here. But anyway, the first one here, we got the Grizzlies visiting the Cavs. Like I said, I don't know why. I think the Grizzlies. I don't know. I haven't picked against the Grizzlies. I haven't picked the Grizzlies so far this week, and that's kind of fair. I think their schedule is kind of tough. But anyway, here, like I said, I gotta lean towards the Cleveland. I mean, if Cleveland doesn't win this game, I'll be kind of shocked just the way how the Grizzlies been playing. But at the same time, we gotta take into consideration that the Cavs are the better team here at home. They got a lot of stuff they gotta do. They got a lot of stuff they gotta build on, and it's gonna be curious this week. I talked about it all week. It's gonna be curious what they see without Darius Garland maybe not being in the lineup. So this is the chance for Cleveland to get outright, and I do think they will win this game. Next up, we have OKC at Charlotte. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I recently looked at the Hornets Edition uniforms, and I actually like it because it has the yellow, the orange, kind of like the orange-yellow effect, and it has Charlotte on it, the way how the background text is like the Charlotte, like the SDCHA effect on it. I like their these uniforms. I think it's nice. I think it looks good. Now, will I pick Charlotte to win this game? No, they're playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I'll give them credit. I love their these uniforms, but yeah, there's no possible way they beat OKC. Like that's not happening. After that, we have the Raptors at the Pacers. Listen, I don't know what's going on with me, man. Like I said, this will also be a game I would pick the Pacers to win, but I can't do it. I gotta pick Toronto to win it. So because Toronto is the better team, and I think everybody knows that by now. But the Pacers have been struggling. The Pacers do not look that good with that Tyrese Halliburton right now. Now I do not know why it's the case like that. I mean, plus and two, they're banged up as shit. They're probably one of the more banged up teams in the entire association. So maybe I can see where that's coming from. But like I said, I can't trust it. I can't trust them. I don't trust their team enough. I gotta pick the Raptors. Now we got the Lakers visiting the Bucks, and this game will be on NBA TV. And this game was actually kind of tough for me to pick here because I love both of these two teams. If you guys haven't known me in real life or the history of the channel, these are the two teams that I main support in the Eastern Conference. I mean the main two teams I support in general. I'm a fan of the Lakers, but I am a really big Bucks supporter, and I hope they do really well this season. So like I said, this was a tough one for me to pick here, but like I think I already did it once, but I'm actually going to pick against my boys again. I'm actually going to take the Bucks to win this game. Like I said, it'll be close. I think it'll be a close score. It should be a narrow score, and I have no faith that Luka. I do have faith that Luka's going to go out there and put up a good number against the Bucks. But I don't, like I said, I don't see our defense. Our defense has been a little bit lazy up front. I don't see our guys stopping Giannis, and this Bucks offense has been really good as of late. Like I said, I'm kind of expecting this one to be a good game. Another game I can see going into OT, but I'm going to take. Unfortunately, I'm going to take the Bucks to win it. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers came back and won. Next up, we have Denver at the Timberwolves, and Denver's actually been in Minnesota already once this season, so this is going to be the last trip here in Minnesota. And by the way, Minnesota is wearing their City Edition uniforms. I think it's the pink uniforms. I don't know which one's the color. I think it's the pink with the pink with the black, or is it the black with the pink? I'm not sure, but anyway, it looks pretty damn good to me. Anyway, here, like I said, I kind of explained this earlier on in the early going. Like the road team normally wins these games, and that's one thing I'm going to stick with here. Like I said, this game is in Denver. I'd probably go with the T-Wolves here, honestly, because like I said, the road team normally wins in this rivalry. But the Timberwolves, like I said, the Wolves are at home wearing the City Edition uniforms, and I know I really couldn't pick against City Edition uniforms, and they look absolutely spectacular. But I'm going to take Denver. Denver's a different type of team this year. I think they'll take care of business here. I expect them to win the game. We'll go Denver. But actually, I'm not going to say expect to win the game, because they could lose this game. And last but not least, guys, we are entering Sunday Fun Day, I suppose. Well, not really for the NFL, because make sure you guys, if you guys haven't checked already, make sure to go check out our NFL Weekly Pick Show. That's going to be coming up later on of this recording, so make sure you guys go check that out. Anyway, the first one here, we got the Clippers visiting the Celtics here, and I think I can see this one go either way. Matter of fact, I'm expecting a close game here. Both teams have been a little bit too inconsistent, but I think both teams are good. But I'm going to take the Celtics to win it. I mean, I think they're at home. I think they get the sledge shirt to me. Now, if I'm wrong about this pick, I would not be shocked, because Toronto, LA, they got the weapons. They got Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, maybe do enough against the Celtic defense. But as long as they're at home here, I think that gives the trade up for me. So I'm going to take the Celtics. But I'm probably more than none. I'm probably going to be wrong here. After that, we have the Kings at the Spurs. I mean, like I said, I feel like this is the game. I just feel like I have to trust the Spurs to win it. They're at home. Now they're playing in Sacramento. Like, I don't think that'll be that big of a deal, even though it could. I mean, maybe this game might be close. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just over exaggerating a little bit here. But anyway, like I said, I'm not expecting the Kings to roll into San Antonio and beat the Spurs. I'm not expecting that, especially the way the Spurs have been playing. So therefore, I'm gonna take the Spurs. To win it. Next up, we got Brooklyn at Washington. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. There's not going to be a lot of times this year where I pick Washington to win a basketball game. And guess what? This is one of those games that, believe it or not, I am going to pick Washington to win it. Number one, they're playing against a team that is not too much better than them. So you guys know I go that trend about the NFL all the time. Like, why not? Hell with it. They're playing against, I know Brooklyn's probably the better team, but just why hell with it? Why? Because Washington are at home playing against a team that's not too much better than them. And I think I do follow that trend. I don't think Brooklyn's too much better than Washington, especially at home wearing their City Edition uniforms. This is my golden opportunity here to take Washington to win, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Next up, we have the Magic at Houston. I mean, I should believe that the Magic might be able to keep this one close, but at the end of the day here, I'm going to take Houston to win it, because Houston's the more consistent team with the more consistent offense. Now, could be wrong with this take? Absolutely. I see many of the times that the most consistent team loses the game, but especially with this game being in Houston, I have a feeling that Kevin Durant's going to rock this offense. That's going to rock this defense. Even though the Magic's defense is pretty damn good nowadays, but I gotta pick Houston to win it. They're the better team. They're at home. They're the more consistent team. I just gotta roll with them here. Now we got the Warriors visiting the Pelicans. I mean, listen, I don't know about this one. Something's telling me to pick the Warriors. Something's telling me to pick the Pelicans to win this game. They're wearing them City Edition uniforms, and Pelicans, I'll give credit to you. The City Edition uniforms actually look pretty damn good in my opinion. But not yet. I'm not gonna pick you against the Warriors. I'm not gonna do it. The Warriors are pretty inconsistent too, but this team overall has been pretty solid so far this year. I just feel like the team, they got more weapons. Pelicans has been one of the worst teams in the NBA so far this season. I just feel like I can trust them a little bit more. After that, we got the Trailblazers visiting the Mavericks. This is another game, like I said, I can see this one going either way. I mean, I know Dallas. I know Dallas has been home, and they've been home basically almost all week. And doesn't it feel weird, especially wearing the city just uniform at home? Wouldn't it be weird for a team to go to have all these home games and just lose every single one of them here? So I don't think that's going to happen here. So I'm going to take Dallas to win this one. I do think they might edge out this one. But like I said, it's just hard to have all these home games and just lose literally every single one of them. That's going to be one of the hardest things to do. Therefore, here I'll take Dallas to win the game. I think they win the game, but it's going to be close. Let me tell you what, it's going to be close. I don't think this one's going to be a blowout, ass kicking. I don't think so. It could be entertaining, but Mavericks, they're going to win this one. Next up, we have Atlanta at Phoenix. I kind of feel bad for Atlanta at this point because all these West Coast trips that they got to go to. But like I said, I think this is the same story as Dallas. I don't think they go through all these road games and just not win at least one of them. So I'm gonna take them in this one. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be wrong here, probably my other pick here, but I do think the Hawks I think the Hawks have a chance to win this game as long as they do the things that they're supposed to do. I think they can go out there and win this game. Now, would it be easy? Absolutely not. But I gotta pick Atlanta to win this game. They're gonna win one of the road games here, and I think it's gonna be this one. Alright, everybody, last but not least, to close out the week here, we got Chicago at Utah, and this is another game I can see going either way. Utah home is kind of scaring me here, but like I said, I've been praising about the Bulls so far all season, how big and how impressive they have been to begin the season here, and I'll give them this one. I mean, I can't have a team that's just look impressive of losing every single game this week, especially they're playing against a team they could beat. They could definitely beat Utah. I think they're a better team than Utah. I know they're on the road, which could be a little bit of a trap, but I gotta pick the Bulls to win this game. I think they'll be all right in this one. I think they can edge out by, and I trust the Bulls to get the job done here. Like I said, that's gonna go ahead and end it for my week 4 NBA predictions. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button for me. Make sure to do everything. If you guys support the channel, you guys know what to do. Make sure to go check out tomorrow for the NFL Weekly Pick Show. And I think that's it. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna whip this up so you guys can go ahead and watch this. I appreciate your support. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the pick show for the NFL. Peace out, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.